All right, so the challenge here is question 2.2.2. All right, so this is Mzozo, question 2.2.2. All I need to do is to remove the 5 first. Keep the x on the left hand side. So I would divide both sides by 5. So 1 over 8 to the power 1 over that plus that. Now, what is 10 over 5256 divided by 5? I think that should give you what? 2 over 256. Do you want to check on your calculator? Yeah, that should be 128. So you divide and leave your variable on the left hand side. One over 128. And because this is an exponent, we must write this as exponents having the same base on the left hand side and on the right hand side. So I can quickly write this as 1, my 8 can be written as 1 over 2, now to the power 3. That's 1 over 8 there now, but I have this. And this can be written as 1 over 2, 128. You should be able to use your shift fact on your calculator. All right, 2 to the power 7, I think. If you use your shift fact, you'll get it, 2 to the power 7. Now, what do? I can simplify the numerator, product of product. You multiply. So we're saying 1 over 2, 3 into bracket. I'm just showing all the steps so that we are able to see what's going on. Now what do? I'm going to equate the numerator, the exponent, after multiplying that. 1 over 3 times 3 would give me x. 3 times 3 would give me 9. And that would give me 7. What is x? Negative 2. And we are done with that question. X is negative 2. So it's a matter of making both sides have the same base, and then we walk through. Zozo, are you in class? You said this one was the one that gave you a challenge. Are you okay with what I did now? I don't even know if other people open this paper that I sent for them to practice, so I don't know what's difficult. And there is no time for me to wait for you to do it. And I cannot do the questions for you. If I keep doing questions for you, you are not going to understand maths. Okay, there's a question that I just received again. Please, guys, send all of these things so I can pull all of them together. Determine the value. And you must send me questions that you have tried, not just look at it and say, I don't know. Determine the value of that. If 4p squared plus q squared equals to 12, and pq. So what do I do here with this? 2p plus q squared. What does it mean? It means we FOIL. This is the same thing as saying 2p plus q. So if you FOIL this, what are we going to have? 2p times 2p would give us 4p squared. 2pq times 2 would give us 2pq times would give us 4pq. I hope you understand how I got my 4 there. and q squared. But what are we given? We are given 4p squared plus q squared. I'm just rearranging because I have what this is and I have what that is. What is 4p squared plus q squared? That's 12. And what is 4pq? Negative 3. 12 minus 12, and that would give you 0. That's 1.5, and that's done there. That is done there. Is it Michaud that says struggle with functions? Which functions did you struggle with? Which particular one? Guys, I need you to sit and work. I cannot just do the whole thing. Which one did you struggle with? Some of you did not even do it at all. That's not the way to learn. Michaud, which one did you struggle with? Because I'm only going to do what you struggled with.
No, so sorry, I made a mistake. It was 4.1, just 4.1, the 3-mark question.
Which one?
4.1, the 3-mark question.
How to get the equation of G.
G. I thought they meant F. How do we get the equation of F by using those two coordinates?
I'm sure they gave you all the information. All right. You said 4.1.
Oh, so I meant finding the equation of F. Sorry, sir. I thought they meant
finding the equation of F.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if I want to get the equation of F, 1 second, what did I do now? Okay, let's see, what do we know? What is the asymptote here? Because if you want to get the equation of F, what is my asymptote? Now you will see the asymptote there is the same as the turning point. Now that means I need to get my K first. I need to get my K first. So we have to first work out G of X. How do I get that? If I look at the graph of G of X, this is something as saying Y. So I'll look at my point on G. I know 1 and 6. So 6. Which means K is 4. Now that I know that K is 4, I already have my Q. So now let's go to our equation of F. Y equals to what? AX squared plus Q. So we have a point on F, which is 2 and 2. 2 equals to A, 2 squared plus 4. Because my Q is 4, the y-intercept there. 2 therefore equals to what? 4A plus 4. Alright, you can then move and do the maths. What is A? You have negative 4A. So what is A? Negative half. And that's why your graph is turning upside down. So what is our f of x therefore? F is therefore negative 1 over 2 x squared plus 4. You sure? Talk to me, Michelle.
Yes, sir. I was able to understand.
All right. McCarthy, what paper is this? Can you quickly respond? And you cannot tell me everything. Even the coordinate of C, we did that. Coordinate of A and B, we did that last week. Equation of a line, we did that last week. You cannot. That means you didn't learn anything last week. Is that what you're saying? You didn't learn a single thing that we did last week. McCarthy, I'm waiting to hear from you. Did you learn anything last week in what we did? So you cannot send me this question now and say everything, including the equation, the point of C. It means you didn't, child. Guys, here are the questions. We want the coordinate of C. This was, I can go back now and show you. If you check your notes, it was all done last week. It was all done. Number 3. I don't think you read your books though. You just look at a question and say, can you send me a page of what you did on this question? Can I see your trial? Quickly send it. The way you sent me a picture now, send me what you wrote down on this question. McCarthy, I'm waiting. Let me see what you said you tried. I think, guys, we spoil you all the time. We do all the questions. And then you get into the exam, there's no one to talk to you on the question, then you fail. It's 1 mark here. It's 3 marks there. It's 2 marks there. It's 2 marks there. It's 2 marks here. The whole thing is 13 marks. You have 10 minutes, everybody. Question 1, number 1, it should be done. Number 2, almost done as well. Guys, I need 10 minutes. Please, when you are done, send me, I need pictures of your work before I can continue. I need pictures of your work. You have, let me say 13 minutes, or let's say 15. Once you are done, please send me pictures of your work on WhatsApp. I want to mark before I can look at the corrections here. Quickly. Please, can we send in our answers? I only received one so far. Send in quickly, please. I want to mark. I want to see what you guys are doing. I've received two. Come, guys, so that we can. I have another question that was sent here. I received the third one from Sitley now. I'm still waiting for Michaud, Hafsa, Lino. Oh no, you cannot be lost with functions. Functions is a lot. You cannot be lost with functions. Can I please get those answers?
Hafsa, thank you.
All right, you guys are doing well. I only see a challenge with 5. The first thing is to look at your graph and interpret the point. What is C? C is known as the y what? Intercept. That's where we described all of that. This is the y what? And these are the x-intercept, where y is 0, x-intercept, where y is also equal to 0, at the y-intercept, and that's basically your question 1 and question 2 done. Number 1, coordinate of C. At that point, I know x is equal to 0. So what do? I just substitute there. Anywhere I see x, I put a 0, and we're done. So y is equal to negative x squared. So we are looking for what? The y-intercept. You don't even need to calculate, but I'm just going to show you the calculation. Done. Number 2, x-intercept. We are looking for point A and B. Y should be equal to 0. So 0, let's move everything over. This is difference of 2 squares. So x equals to 2 or x equals to negative 2. We are done there. All right. So what is A? A is the negative one. Examiner says coordinates negative 2 and 0. B, it's just a matter of substitution. Value of M and C, which is a straight line. And we did that again. You have a straight line. And there are 2 important points that you know. A and C. At A, x is negative 2, y is 0. And at C, x is 0 and y is 4. I'm sure we can get m. M is usually the gradient. yc minus ya xc. It is the difference between the y's and the x's. So what is the y value of c? 4. Y value of a, 0. X value of c, 0 minus x value of a. So what's your answer? Positive 2. Now, y equals to mx plus c. Use any of the 2 points you have. If I use point A, what's my y value? 0. What is my m? 2. What is the x value? Negative 2, because that is x and that is y. 0 equals to negative 4. So what is c? Positive 4. We didn't even need to calculate that, but just to show you the calculation, we are done there. How will the graph of G be transformed so that it has an intercept of negative, a y-intercept of negative 2? What is the y-intercept here? 4. But we want the y-intercept to be negative 2. So what do? We shift this entire graph down. We want it to be negative 2. So what's the distance there? 6 units, because from here to here is 4, from here to here is 2. So how should the G be transformed? Shifted 6 units down. Shifted 6 units down. Number 5. This is the only one I'm thinking, okay, you guys might have a problem with. And I want to interpret. F of x is less than g of x. Please watch. I want to interpret this way. F of x is less than. We are simply saying f of x is below. So let's go look at our graph. Where is f of x? Which one is f? Our f is the yellow graph. Oh, where is the yellow graph underneath the white? Do you notice it's just here? The yellow graph is below. That's how we interpret that. The yellow graph is below. Yellow graph is below. All right. Where is that? And we are looking at the x values. Remember, what's our x value here? Negative 2, and the x value. Oh, so that is happening between negative 2 and 0. That is where the yellow, which is f, is lying underneath, less than, between negative 2 and 0. If you want to pass this quickly, write it in words. Between. But check my inequality. I have written between. Mathematically, it goes that way now. Smaller number on the left and bigger number on the right. And we are done with that. Where is f of x below g of x? F of x is less than. So we will use the graph to answer that type of question. Look at the next one. F of x dot g of x. The dot simply means we are multiplying. All right, the dot means we are multiplying. But the examiner says less than or equal to 0. Let me show you the interpretation. F of x multiplied by g of x. I'm going to start interpreting this one from the right hand side. When something is less than 0, I should have a negative answer. Less than 0 means negative. But what am I doing? I'm multiplying. What two signs should I multiply to get a negative? Positive and negative, or negative, and positive. That is, when f of x is positive, g of x should be negative. Or where f of x is negative, then g of x should be positive. This tells me I am getting a negative answer less than 0. But then the examiner also said it must be equal to 0. Oh, anything multiplied by 0 would give me 0. So it's either f of x is 0 or g of x is 0. I want to ask, is my interpretation okay before I go find my values? Less than 0 means negative. And I check the application there, operation, I am multiplying. So I am multiplying a positive and a negative, or a negative and a positive. But they also said equal to 0. So one of them must be equal to 0. All right. Since you guys gave me a thumbs up, I want to look at how to approach this now. In fact, for clarity, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly redraw the graph so that you'll be able to see this. So we have a graph like that. I'll mention one or two important things again. Let me just throw this up a little bit. And then we have this. Okay, my graph is skewed. All right, something like that. While the straight one is F, and this is G. Okay, please look at how I'm going to answer it. We are looking for where they are of opposite sign. But f of x and g of x simply refers to y values. Let's start with the straight line graph. What is the y value? It's going to be negative, negative. Y value there is 0. Why negative here? It is below the x-axis. The y values here are all what? Positive. I'm done with my f. Let that make sense. If you are lost, find me on the next one quickly. If I look at the white one, what is the y value? Negative, negative, negative. X-intercept 0. Y value is positive. Why is it positive? It's above the x-axis. 0 there, it's on. So below, it becomes negative. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the point where they are 0 and the point where they are of opposite signs. Look at what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a ruler. So I'm going to draw a line which would act as my ruler. Let me make it thick enough. All right, I'm sure you can see that. Let's move this ruler. What signs are we touching here? The green is negative and the white is also negative. Those two are negative, and that's not what I am looking for. I am looking for negative and positive. If I move forward, I'm going to get to a point where I see a 0. Do I need that 0? Yes. What is that value? X equals to negative 2. I'm going to keep moving. What am I touching? I'm touching two positive. The green is positive. The white is positive. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for where one is positive and where one is negative. Now, it's all positive, positive, positive. Even here, it is positive. But when I get there, I hit another 0. What is the value there? X equals to 2. But here's the deal. If I keep moving, what signs am I touching? I'm actually touching a negative. The green one continues, guys. The arrow tells me this graph continues. And it is positive there. And those are the signs I'm looking for. Negative and from 0 to infinity. Because this graph will continue to be positive on top. And this one will continue to be negative. So it is from here going to the right. So it means x equals to 2 and x is greater than 2. So I can write my answer greater than or equal to 2. And those are my answers. At x is equal to negative 2, also at x is greater than or equal to 2. We need to find more of this. That is how we interpret those questions. The value of x for which. So start by interpreting the expression f of x and g of x. You would find the same thing again in paper 2 under trigonometry graphs. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. F of x below g of x. F of x multiplied by g of x. What if the exam? Let me write one. If the examiner does this, f of x minus g of x. Let's try to solve. What is this going to be? Now, so when you see that they are equal, this is points of intersection. So where are the graphs intersecting? Where they touch each other. Oh, they touch each other at -2 and at 0. Those are the points of intersection where they touch each other. So this is how to interpret such questions. Please find more. All right, find more and try to look at it. I wanted you to answer that full paper, and then I'll send you the memo for you to mark, for you to see. For you to see where you. That is how we are going to do well when it comes to maths. All right. Are we okay there? Can I move forward? I have another question. I've uploaded all the revision lessons, so please, you can start going through and making sure you catch up before we have different dates. So please, I wouldn't be able to focus on one person. We have different dates. Next week, I might just even look at paper 2. All right, so different dates. If you have any challenge, throw it on the group. Don't wait for a class. Just throw it on the group. Let's help each other out right on the group. Then I can also assist from the group. All right, we have this question. And we are supposed to simplify, I guess. Yeah, because we are not solving. Okay, look at what I'm going to do. What I see here quickly is that the bottom part, there's nothing I can do to the top. But the bottom part can be written as 2x to the power of 2 minus 3 to the power of 2, which is difference of 2 squares. So 2 times x can be written as x times 2. That's what the examiner wants you to understand. And difference of 2 squares, what do we know? A squared minus b squared, a minus b, a plus b. Oh, so this can be written as 2 to the power x minus 3 over a minus b, a plus b. Oh, sweet. What do you notice? That cancels out and leaves me with 1 over 2x plus 3. 2 to the power x plus 3. And that's that question there. That is that question there. There's one more there that just came in now. All right, I've got 2 more. Half size giving me 1. Solve for x. Okay, then there's a graph question. Yeah, guys, this is how we do maths. You find now challenges, things you cannot do. This is how it's going to make maths going to make sense to you. When you come across challenges But if you are not doing anything, solve for x. All right, let's factorize. What's common? X. X is common. P plus Q equals to 0. We can divide both sides by P plus Q. So X equals to 0. After that's your question there. F equals to 0. All right, I've got a question here. Yes, Michelle.
So it's not 0. It's P. No, it's A. Sorry, it's A.
What?
That 0 is supposed to be an A, sir.
Is it an A?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. No stress. We just change it to A. That's all. Thank you. A. Done. Okay. All right. After I just saw a message now. But are you okay with what I did? We just find what is common. X is common. And then we divide. All right. There's a graph question that came. You see, when we do things like this, now we're moving. So, please, I need you to finish that paper. Please. I need us to finish that paper. And do also, I'm going to send you a paper 2. So, it doesn't matter whether you are asking me a paper 1 or a paper 2. It doesn't matter. Just, okay, say I got stuck here and I need help here. Doesn't matter whether it's paper 1 or paper 2. All right, here is this one that looks like this. And if somebody sends a question on the group and you can do it, please assist. That's how we are going to do better in maths. All right, there's a point here which is called D. And we are given this equation G of x. G is half x minus 4. And the question here says, so I'm only picking this one, guys. All these questions that have been sent on the group, these are great resources for us to practice as well. Let's work with them. But right now, the request is on 4.2. So if you haven't done this paper, you have materials to work with. The question says, calculate the coordinates of D. What do you notice about D? D is the y what? Intercept. X equals to, oh sweet, anything to the power 0 is 1, and I'm done. So what is the coordinate of D? X is 0, y is negative 3. Zozo, are we okay there? Done there, guys. Done. Let me just mention something on that parabola. It keeps skipping my mind. The examiner would ask you for the equation of the axis of symmetry. I want to show you how to do something because they can trick you on this. Let me show you something important. The axis of symmetry actually passes through the turning point. So take note of what I'm going to show you here. If I have a graph like that. All right, grade 10 is quite straightforward. That is my turning point. -2. Now, the x value of the xtp is the axis of symmetry. And in grade 10, it is simply x equals to 0. because that is where my graph is turning. I'm going to use the yellow line. Axis of symmetry divides the graph into two halves, and that will happen at x equals to 0. But I want you to listen to what I'm going to show you now. I want you to listen. I can also get that axis of symmetry again. They're going to trick you by saying x axis of symmetry is x1 plus x2 over 2. You need to write this down. Where x1 and x2 are the x-intercepts. I'll give you time to write. Just quickly listen. This is my x1 and that is my x2. So x-axis of symmetry, -2 plus 2 over 2. That will give you 0 over 2. Do you notice we are back at this equation? They are going to want to play games around. We need to know how to catch them. Quickly write this. I'm going to create a question quickly for you. I want you to write that. I'm sure we are done writing. I want to create a question for you quickly. I want to show you how examiners are going to want to play around with the paper for you. Okay, I'm just quickly writing the question down. One second. All right, are we done writing? Are we done writing? There's a lovely concept I want you to learn from here. Please, functions is very, very important in maths. The x-intercepts of a parabola are given as 1 minus m and 2m minus 5 respectively. The maximum of the graph occurs at 0 and 9. A. Find the value of m. B. Determine f of x. I want to try to give you 5 minutes. What would you do on this question? Let's make it 7 because you're writing. But this is a very good question trying to test if you understand the concept of functions. Functions is so important, guys. We cannot play around with it. Don't get a 0, get something. Use the knowledge that I gave you right now, all right, to deal with this. little bit tricky here. And I want us to see how to get this done. Now, the question says the x-intercept of a parabola is that. So, look, if I want to show you graphically what we're talking about, x-intercept at that and that, that's grade 10. We don't know which one is on the left, one is on the right, but for now, we can just write that. Doesn't matter for now. The maximum of the graph, is the maximum. So that means my graph is like that. Occurs at 0 and 9. That's my 9. Find the value of m. I just told you now that the axis of symmetry is right here. And what's the equation? X equals to what? 0. Great. And how did I get my x equals to 0 again? X axis of symmetry, x1 plus x2 over 2. But the axis of symmetry is at 0. What is my x1? 1 minus m. What is my x2? 2m minus 5. Alright. If we cross multiply 2m minus m, that will give us what? M. 1 minus 4. 5 will give us minus 4. Okay, let me take it step by step. 0. If we simplify, we have m minus 4 over 2. Cross multiply, m minus 4 equals to 0. What is m? 4. So it's a concept that I need you to know. The turning point occurs right on the maximum value, and that is where your axis of symmetry is. So please know that in grade 10, the axis of symmetry equation will be x equals to 0. Now that I know that, I think I can quickly write my equation. F of x equals to ax squared plus q. So y, that is what this means. Do I know a point on this graph? Let's see. I should have given you another point though. I should have given you another point. But let's see. What is 1 minus 4? So this point is now negative 3. And this point is 8 minus, and that point is 3. I hope it makes sense if I substitute. Alright, let's see something here. So if I use this point, x is 3 and y is 0. 0, a. What is q? Q is the y-intercept, which is 9. So 0 equals to what? 9a plus 9. Negative 9a equals to 9. A is negative 1. Therefore, f of x is negative x squared plus 9. That's the equation. Please let me know if it makes sense. And you may ask, let me know if you understood that's a very beautiful question that I just created and set up for you there, which is testing your knowledge of functions. Let me see. I do have your schedules written down. Oh, it's up. It's not here. It's in the office. Because I was trying to check who's writing what when. Oh no, I have it here. Alright guys, most people are writing paper 1. I've got on the 7th, on the 7th, today is the 5th. So good, you're good. Use the paper I sent right now. Alright, the Limpopo paper as quick practice for yourself. I am going to send the memo. Please, you mark. And then you let me know, oh sir, I don't understand this memo. You can send on the group. Alright, between today and tomorrow, so that you get help immediately before the 7th. If I find another maths paper, I'll send it. Then I'll send you paper 2 as well. Alright, those of you writing physics, I did send a few physics papers. Please, again, check on the papers. Mark, if you are lost, do send, let me know on the group. Say I need help with 2.2. I'm going to find time to assist you. 2.3, I'm going to find time to assist you. You just screenshot and let me know. But please ask on the group so that while I am answering you, we are also helping someone. I hope that makes sense. Please, can we do that? Let me know if that could work. Those of you that sent me your dates, somebody sent me a date today. I think it was Lino. I haven't checked to see what dates. I'm only working with the dates I have so far. But please, whatever resource, the revisions are available. I've sent you the revision links. I'm going to add more lessons to that link. Okay, use the link. Just go through the link. See whatever session you need. If you need functions, it's right there. If you need that, it's right there. If you cannot find it, send a message. Say, please help me get the video for this. And you watch, you revise, you answer questions. I need you to understand math and physics very well in grade 10. It's going to be of great assistance. Are we good? All right. So let's maintain that system, please. Work with the papers. Check the memo. You mark. If you are lost, you don't understand what the memo has done, then please, on the group, say question 5.3 here, I'm lost. Screenshot. Then I'll explain. And if somebody understands, they can also assist us. We learn together. All right, guys. I hope you are good. Number patterns, please let's work. My dear learners, work. I did give you, can I have solution to this, please? Some of us are writing. Can I have solutions to this? Is it on the group? Let's share solutions today or latest by tomorrow for those writing. I know you might be writing another paper tomorrow, but some of us are writing maths on the 7th, especially those of you writing maths. Let me see. Did we share these questions on the group? Did we share them? No, I'm on a different group now. Did we share them? Let's see. Grade 10. Yeah, we did. We did. They are all there. Please go through. Is it the ones? Let me see. All right, there are some there, but I need answers. Okay, let me see. There's number patterns. Yep. Okay, I don't think these ones are there. Are they there? Are they there? I'm checking. Oh, I think probably the number patterns we did already long ago, right? Somebody take a screenshot of this and just send for clarity, so we are sure. I can't find them. Somebody take a screenshot and send on the group. And then we send answers later today or tomorrow. Thank you. That's the first one. Second one quickly. Oh, this is very interesting. Please, let's answer these things. If you're able to answer these functions, you'll be very good. If I have time, I can actually quickly answer them for you. But I want you to try first. I don't want to spoon feed you. Screenshot and give me, let me see, I'm following you on the group. Thank you. The third one, algebra. Oh, this guy is very important. 11 marks. Very, very important. Get this done and we are good with maths. Thank you very much. Do we have, I think, one more? Yeah, the last one, I think. Waiting for you to capture. Thank you, guys. All right, please. Okay, so we started from here today and we're doing those questions. So you have 4 questions. sit with it, please. Don't watch TV. It's not TV time now. So what did you delete now?
So I deleted the last screenshot because it was already changed.
Oh, okay. All right. So do we have all of them though? Yeah, 4. Great. Please walk through if you are stuck, or we can discuss on the group. Oh, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. That's how we are going to make it and get it right. All right, guys, have a lovely, lovely evening. Well done, Spay.